Today I'm going to talk about entering data in Microsoft Excel. So the first thing you want to do is select a cell where you want to enter the data. I'm going to use this cell right here. And just really quickly, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you want to make sure it says Ready or Enter. If it doesn't, you can press the Escape key. So now we're ready to enter some data. We go into the cell, we type in, let's say this is a test, press the Enter key, or we could press the green check mark up here on the formula bar, and there's our data that we've entered. So we notice that if it's text, so we're in type of data. If it's text, it's naturally left aligned in the cell. If it's a value or a formula, it's right aligned. So if I type in 500 and I press enter, it aligns to the right. The same thing if I enter a formula, count the number of non-blank items here. I press the enter key and there's 1. So the result of the formula is also right aligned. Now what often happens is that people change the natural alignment, the natural horizontal alignment, and up here. On the ribbon, if you click on the Home tab, in the alignment area, you could force the value to the left or to the middle. So if you're not sure what the value really is, just make sure that nothing in this area is pressed. And then we'll see, oh, this is the result of a formula. It is aligned to the right. Or if it is some kind of text, it is aligned to the left. So values can represent a date or a number. So if I hold down the Control key and I press the semicolon on your keyboard, press Enter, in my region, this is a date. It starts with the day, / the month, / the year. So that's a quick tip that you can do. Just hold down the Control key, press the semicolon, press Enter to see the format on your machine. So we've entered a date. The next thing is to enter a negative value. Sometimes you need to do this. So go to a cell, press the minus key on your keyboard, press 100, and then press the Enter key. So minus 100. Here we'll type in 100, press Enter, and you see a positive value and a negative value. You could type in you could start off with the open bracket, type 100, the ending bracket, press Enter, but Excel automatically changes it to a minus sign. Now, if you're doing a lot of data input, it might come in really handy. Let's say you're typing in values like this, 23.99, Enter. Oh, that's actually, this cell is formatted as a date. So I'm going to come back here, Format Cells, and I'm going to say number. There we go. So we get the correct 23.99. Below I'm going to say 19.88. But if you had to type in, oh, once again, this is also formatted as a date. So I will right-click, Format Cells, change this to a number, and press the Enter key. And then I'll just click on Format Painter, and I'll just drag this down a bit just to make sure those are all numbers. So if you had to enter, let's enter one more, 48.57. If you had to enter 1,000 numbers for whatever reason, this would become very tedious. So what you can do is we can go up to File Options, Advanced. We can go into the Editing Options area, click on that, and automatically insert a decimal point for the last 2 places. So we click on OK. Over here, I'm going to type 59.99. You see how it automatically puts the decimal in for us. 78.56. Enter. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 12.34. So that's something that you can do if you're entering a lot of data and the last 2 digits are always decimals. For now, we'll just go back up here and turn that off. Advanced, and we come back in here, deselect that little checkbox, press the OK button, and we go back to a cell. We type in, if I type in 458, now it's just 458, not 4.58. So here's a tip. If you're entering data into a range of cells, let's just say we have to populate these 9 cells, a 3 by 3 range. So when you select this range, you also have to make sure that the numlock key on your keyboard is pressed. Then what you can do, I will type in 1, press enter, 2, enter, type a 3, press enter. It defaults to the top. A 6, press enter, and you can fill in that little range, and you don't have to use the mouse so much and come back to the top each time. So that will save you some time there. And one last thing, edit input data. So let's say we want to change this value. You can either double click to get into edit mode. I'll just remove the minus sign. I'm going to change this to 50 and press enter. Or in a cell, you can press the F2 key on your keyboard. So 2 ways, as you see in the bottom left, it says edit. 2 ways to get into edit mode. Press the F2 key, or you can double left click the cell with the mouse.